Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another live stream. Just wanted to come to y'all before I start dropping some content, today and stuff like that. Should have been dropping some content, but I wanted to come to y'all, man. This is like another topic, I actually want to talk about because I firmly believe it is matter of fact, this is a topic that I actually want to do a continuation on because I really feel the need that many people really need to hear this kind of conversation and have this kind of conversation. It's not going to be necessarily about it's going to be on a high frequency and stuff like that, but it's also going to go deep because for the ambivert, I'm doing good. Hey, Adrian McCoy. All right, good to see Indigo, Empath, Unique Hill, Marshall Mega Film. Hey, Clarissa. Hey, Black Beauty, 85. What's going on? Good to see y'all. Hey, Free Thinker. It's good to see people up in the building, up in the chat right now. Then I really got to say that one of them I was actually checking out this sister named New Mind Frame. She was actually talking about being, hey, CV Boy 89, talking about being like the black sheep of the family and stuff like that. This is actually going to be kind of like a continuation of a conversation of a live stream I did before. Hey, outstanding innovation. And I actually want to I'm actually want to touch upon it and stuff like that because this is actually going to be leading up to like our journeys. Our journeys about how we have awakened to who we really are because the one things I mean for electronics. Yeah, I know J Vash. Yeah, she New My Frame. She has a very awesome channel, man. I love her channel. I've been checking out her information and stuff like that, and I really got to say, man, it has been helping me, to overcome those blockages and also as well, overcome a lot of things as far as like, getting rid of the past and relieving myself and letting it go. I'm just checking out her videos, man, and just doing some internal work and stuff like that. And also, man, like just really recognizing it, I know, hell yeah, man, that video was published 2 years ago, man, and it was just so crazy and amazing how it applies because I actually dropped two videos in the same year talking about toxic family members and you know what I mean, and how being the black sheep of the family, man, how sometimes walking on this journey, man, we can feel alone at times because the hell, I'm sorry, I'm back. Hey, Shanice Horton. Hey, Sam Knight. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Because I really want to touch upon it because many of us, the black sheets of the family, man, are usually they are usually the ones with the most potential on their family. Those are the ones who have came, to the generational curse of their family. Many times, coming up as the star, as the black sheep of the family, realistically, we were the star children come back, what I mean, to like, correct all of this stuff for you feel me, and also break the generational curse. Because like, black sheep of the family, man, a lot of times we have the hardest because we get different and we really don't same frequency as others as the rest of our family members. We are usually the ones who go on to our spiritual journey. We are the ones who who are considered rebellious. Oftentimes we are rebellious because we find we have a way of questioning things. She was touching upon a lot of those things, how a lot of times we get misunderstood. People want to call us crazy or, every time we want to go on a spiritual journey, many times us as the star children, man, we broke away from the church tradition. In many ways, man, we have broke away from the church. We gone into our spiritual journey. We started to question things. We've always felt like, thank you, J Vaz, appreciate it. Many times, man, we always have a way of like questioning things of the world. We are the ones that are not programmed. We are the ones that thinks for ourselves. We think outside of the box. Hey, Monique Hill. Monique Hill, I know, trust me, this is going to be another deep subject. It's still going to be high frequency, but it's, hey, Sean, that true believer, but it's also going to be personal because, many of us, have been on this journey. We've always felt alone. The black sheep who are the star children, we've always felt alone. We always felt different. We always felt like we were not from this planet. We've always felt like, like something that's much more bigger and greater. We were always the ones who were deep thinkers. Black sheets of the family are the star children. We are usually the loners. We always walk alone. We don't mind being alone. You know what I mean? Not necessarily, you know what I mean, away from like people that we love, but while we were on our journey, you know what I mean, to find others like us, and many times, man, we always walked alone. We've always been loners. You feel what I mean? You feel what I mean? I mean, and haven't you noticed, like, we've always been loners, we've always been free thinkers. Yeah, we've always been the free thinkers. We've always thought outside of the box. We were exactly right. You know what I mean? Adrian McCoy, right. We don't conform to the norm, right. You feel what I mean? It's like the black sheets of the family are the star children, and we are usually loners. We are usually loners. We usually black sheets of the family. They're usually like deep thinkers. They are very creative people. They are usually leaders. They don't follow anybody. What else? What else, man? Hey, what's up, Dion Covington? Yeah, man. Like we always you know what I mean? Like we set the trends. We walk to the beat of our own drum. We are always the outcasts. That's one of the reasons why I always love the group Outcast, because it always affected me some sort of way. Exactly right. I feel you. See your pimp, right. You know what I mean? Exactly right. This is why they hating. And in many of times up in your family members, man, like before you were even born, or I'ma say like even as like after you were born and stuff like that, when they start seeing the full potential, that's when in many cases your family members, they can really see the full potential inside of you ever since you were little. Like, I got a question, all right. Like, have you ever been like around certain family members? They would just stare at you a certain way. They always got a nitpick with you a certain sort of way. They always got to find a way to, like, you know what I mean, make you feel like, you know what I mean, something is wrong with you for real. You feel me? Like, haven't you always noticed that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they always. It's like now that I'm older, I understand. It's like I understand and overstand and understand why my family in many different ways try to destroy me. Not even just family, but you know what I mean, toxic and negative people that are out there in the world. And I'm definitely going to say this though, man. It's like once you start waking up, I'm gonna say once you come into the knowledge of self, and once you become, as we say, woke, or as we say the term woke, or have awakened to yourself, that's when your family turn against you. That is a part of the that is a part of the generational curse. A lot of our family members are asleep. And it's like once you have become woke, as we say, that's where they turn against you, because they see that that you have finally awakened to who you are. They also see that they also see that you are different, that you're not conforming, that that you're not that old puncher bag anymore. You're not the same person that you once used to be, and they always gotta like remind you of what you used to be. And that's when they start to project you. Once you become woke, that's when your family turn against you. They will turn against you, even you know what I mean. And trust me, I know I'm describing everybody. Queen Jet Black said, "You describe me completely. Trust me." Exactly right. They will call you crazy. They will call you crazy. They will say something is wrong with you. Oh, you crazy. Or why you want to be doing this? Why you want to do that? Or why you want to be into that spiritual stuff? Or why you a Muslim now? Or why you went to that witchcraft, that devil worshiping stuff? Why you want to practice that? Why? It is because you have awakened. You are woke now, as we say. You have awakened to who you really are. And the ones that are the black sheets of the family are always the ones with the most potential in the family, and with the most potential to break the generational curse of the family. You feel me, how me? You feel me, highly favored? Exactly. That is because you are right. That is because you are a very unique and special individual. They can see it at an early age. They can look at you and see the greatness inside of you. It's not even just family, it's also even friends, or so-called friends, can see you in the street. And if you notice, you know what I mean, like when I look, it's like when I notice about star children, we how can I explain it? We don't need to be a part of the crowd. We always stood out amongst from the crowd. We always question everything. We question the world. We question religion. We question everything. Because the reason why we are so intelligent and smart, it is because we have become lone wolves. We are loners, And I'm gonna say this the right, you know what I mean? Like, especially to those of us who are linking up with other star children, we always felt alone on the journey. We always felt alone. We've always felt we were different. We all, you know what I mean? Like, we were always thinking outside of the box. We've always, you know what I mean? We always thought that something was wrong with this world. We've always thought that something was wrong with this world. They are scared of our intellect. And I'm going to tell you this. Haven't you noticed something? Once you become spiritually awakened on your journey, haven't you felt like there was a lot of spiritual attacks from a lot of people? People always wanted to attack you. They always wanted to attack you verbally. They always want to come at you mentally and spiritually and physically in all different types of ways. They want to question your mindset. Haven't y'all noticed that? You know, being, you know what I mean? It's, you know, it is because, man, like, it is because we were, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, like, and haven't you noticed, like, if you go into certain places, everybody stop and look at you? Everybody stop and look at you? It's because you got a different energy with you. You know what I mean? It's like you want a different vibe. You want a different frequency. We are often misunderstood. Black sheep, you know what I mean? Black sheep of the family that are star children, we are often misunderstood. And they fear us because they can't understand us. That's right, never mind, right? We were the chosen ones. Haven't you noticed that? It's like no matter where we go, we always stop everything. Everybody stop and look at us. It is something different in our eyes. It is something different in our vibration. It is something different in on our frequency. I feel you, Queen Jet Black. That's right. I feel you. I always alone when I'm, yeah, yep. She said I'm always alone when not at work. I feel you. Exactly, Devo, the ambivert. Right. They right. You know what I mean? It's like they always want us to fall in line. They always want us to fall in line. They always want us to conform. And another thing as well, man, it seemed like, you know, another thing as well, when they see that you have awakened to who you really are and they no longer can control you, that's when they really start to turn against you. It's going to be those of them who are in your circle who are going to turn against you. That's right, Devo, the ambivert, right. They try to dictate your minds and your decisions. Why? It is because they know that it is because they know it is because they know that they no longer can control you. And look, I feel and right. Look at that, Queen Jet Black. Right, first college graduate in the family. You know, we all, you know what I mean, like you know, we go into our spiritual journey. You know, we all get you know, many of us, man, we got tired of religion. You know, many of us, we have gotten tired of religion, and you know, like I remember the days coming up. You know, as the black sheep of the family, it's like I never felt like I fit in with my cousins. I never felt like, you know, it seemed you know, us as star children on our journey, man, you know, we tried to conform to this world. We tried to fit in with this world. And we really had to understand and understand that we don't belong to this world. We are in the world, but we're not of it. Why? It is because why it is because this matrix had to let us know. Guess what? We had to go into the matrix in order for us to get up out of the matrix. We don't belong in the matrix. The 2/3 of our people in the world, those are the ones who belong in the matrix. Once they see that you have unplugged from the matrix, and that light bulb has clipped off into your head, that's when they're really gonna turn against you. They see that you don't fit in. They know you don't fit in. They know that you are different. They see that you are vocal. You know, they see the potential. That is the one thing about you. They see your potential. And they always have to find a way to manipulate you mentally to try to get, you know what I mean, to try to get you to like question yourself. You know what I mean? Those of us with all the great potential in the world, you know what I mean? We went through like a lot of spiritual attacks, a lot of mental abuse, a lot of physical abuse, a lot of verbal abuse. And they did that, you know what I mean, to destroy you, to take you off your path because they see that you're finally, you know what I mean? It's like they see the potential and they that you're finally on your path. And I'm gonna say when they see that you're on your path, they see that you're finally going to surpass them. and they will find a way to try to cast spells on you. And I'm gonna tell you another thing as well. Do not tell them your goals and your dreams. Once they see your potential, you start telling them your goals and your dreams. That's when they start casting spells on you. They will start cursing you. They will start like verbally, you know what I mean? Like they will start casting spells with their words on you. They, you know what I mean? To try to get you off your path. Like my man Nas said, he said, "For rap is real, watch the herbs stand still. Never talking to snakes, cause the words of man kill. A person's words will kill your dream. A person's words will kill your goals." And so we gotta recognize as star children, we gotta recognize as star children while we are on this journey, and even as the black sheep of the family, you know what I'm saying, we were the ones that were here to break the mold. We were the ones that were here to curse. We are not, you know what I mean, we are not meant to be a part of this world. We don't belong to this world. We don't celebrate the holidays anymore. We don't follow all of the religions of the world. You know what I mean? We don't look outside of ourselves anymore. We look from within. Many of us, you know what I'm saying? Many of us who have gone on to this journey, you know what I mean? It hasn't been an easy one. It hasn't been an easy one because we always felt alone in this world. We felt alone in this world because we were so different, and many times some of us had to dumb ourselves down in order to fit into this world. And many times we started to second guess ourselves. Am I good enough? Am I smart enough? Is something wrong with me? You know, like, am I crazy? Like how people really telling me no. They are using that tactic to manipulate you, to destroy you. They got to destroy your mind. And once they try to destroy your mind, and it become a part of your subconscious mind, in order for them to take you off your path, and they will start projecting their own insecurities on into you. They gonna have to let me slow that. I'm going in right now. It's so many things going in my mind. They got to destroy you because they see the potential that is in you. Star children got the most potential and the most greatness inside of them, and they see that. And in many times, being the black sheep and being a star child, it's like no matter where you go, have you noticed that people on your job see you as a threat? I've been in many places to where as though I was always the one who stood up from the crowd and the one that was different. And you got to understand something. The reason why they got to destroy you, and most of the time, black sheep of the family are the most hated on. They are the most hated on, and they are the ones who stand out the most. Why? Because they are the ones who are the most talented. They are the ones who are the most intelligent. They see the greatness, the most potential. Thank you, J Vaz. You know what I mean? And many times we started to question ourselves. We started to like think that we were really crazy. When at the same time, we were not the ones that were crazy. They were the ones who were crazy. Exactly, Richard Jones, right? They want you to conform when they see that you were different. And you already know deep down inside that you were different. We were always different. We were not meant to conform to everything's of the world. And you know what I mean? And it's like once they have seen that you broken out of the matrix, they gotta pull you back into the matrix. It's so many thoughts going into my brain. It's that one particular thought, right? Exactly, Richard Jones. They want you to conform what they to what they want. And many times, right? And many times, these will be the same people who would try to relive their life through you. They don't want you to go onto your own path. They want you to go onto their path. But guess what? Your path is not their path, and they will try to like, once they see that you're on that path, they will try to verbally abuse you to try to make it seem like you're some sort of crazy person or you're some sort of nut to take you off that path. Exactly. People will try to pull you back into the matrix. Exactly, Siobhan, right? Our light exposes there's darkness and insecurity. Say that again. You ain't never lied. That's right. On the path of truth, you will go through trials and tribulations of the book of Job. That's right. You know it is what it is. Family, your friend, but turn against you. For you to find the light, you will be tested by the high. That's right, you will be. I figured Devo the ambivert right. Hate parents that try to live their lives to their children. Exactly. Thank you, Shawnette. Thank you, Shawnette True Believer. And if you'd like to support the channel, Shawnette True Believer, the most sign, she's going to have the links up. You feel what I mean, y'all? I'm speaking real facts. That's right. That's right, Shawnette. Right. When you wake, you can't go back to sleep. That is so real. They see the light that is inside of us. They see the journey we're going to be going on to. And they don't want that from you. Why? Because you were going to surpass them. Because psychologically, man, like I'm subconsciously, man, you know what I mean? Subconsciously, man, they know that you are greater. They don't want you to break the generational curse. Because I'm going to tell you, some of your members of your family could be past life enemies. Some of your biggest enemies are right there in your family. And they don't want you to succeed nor be better than them, nor to go to a higher level. They see the potential when you're little. That's right. They will try to manipulate you to break you. That's right. Yup. You don't see your aura, but they do. Say it again, Ronald Lewis. Let me read Lakeisha Carter and Ronald Lewis's comments back to back. They'll try to manipulate and break you. Lakeisha Carter said that. And Ronald Lewis said, you don't see your aura, but they do. And in many times we gotta understand this. I'm a camelback off of the Ronald Lewis. Thank you, my brother. And in many times we don't see what other people see. Many people will see the potential that is inside of us. They will see the greatness that is inside us that we don't see. And and in many times we don't see the aura. You know what I mean? It's like many people can see it in our eyes. They can see it in our walk. They can see it in just by the way how we carry ourselves, that we are different. We got a different light. We got a different energy. You know, we got a different energy. You know, like it's something about, hey, Ezekiel Far, you know what I mean? They see that we are on another level. They see what we can become. They don't just see who you are. They see what you can become. They see the genius inside you before you even recognize it. So they're going to have to find a way to destroy you. And like I tell you again, and they always going to find a way to try to explain yourself. They always want you to explain yourself, to drain yourself. And while you are explaining yourself on who you really are, what you want to be, that is them manipulating you to drain yourself. And do not allow them to drain you who you are. And do not conform and do not allow them to change you. You were on a higher level. You were on a higher path. Black sheets of the family were meant to be on the higher path. We were not meant to conform. We were not meant to, you know what I mean? We were not meant to be in the matrix. We were not meant to be stuck. We were not meant to be stuck in that mentality. We were not meant to be a part of this world. We in it, but we not of it. And being in this world is a part of that matrix outside of our fucking door every damn day. You can see it. We were not meant to be the walking zombies. And I tell people, that's right, Devo Ambivert. Les Brown said it. Don't let others' opinions become your reality. Because, you know what I mean, they will try to like to destroy you, and they will try to allow their opinions to become your reality. They want you to be that bum. They want you to be down on the lower level where they are. And stop proving, you know what I mean, we don't got to prove it to nobody but ourselves. Because deep down inside, we know how smart we are. We are very intelligent and highly intuitive and empathic people. We don't got to explain none of that. This is why I call it the Starseed Study Group. To be around brothers and sisters like us who were on that journey on the higher path. We were not meant to be at a lower level with them. We were not meant to be stuck following family tradition. We were not meant to be stuck conforming to the world in the green hatred of our Capricorn, and not to be caught up in the matrix of the bullshit. We see beyond the matrix. We see beyond the curtain. We see that the veil is lifted. We always start outside of the box. And trust me, I know how it is being on, you know what I mean, being on that journey. It has been a lonely journey. You know what I mean? Being on this lonely journey. And it can be very lonely at times. I know. At times it can be very lonely. You know what I mean? But when you come across people that are like you, it is a wonderful thing. That's right, Clarissa. They don't understand our power and greatness. They can see the greatness. They can see the greatness in you. And they don't want you to break the generational curse. Because we gotta understand something. You know what I mean? Some of our, you know what I mean, some of, you know what I mean, like some, you know what I mean, some of our family members, you know, they don't want you, you know what I mean, to succeed to the higher heights. And also, they will also as well turn other family members against you. They will turn other family members against you and try to, you know, call you the crazy one. That's right. Yep, geniuses are looked at as crazy all the time. You know, because I remember coming up, man, I tried to fit in with friends. I just always noticed, like, no matter where I went, I could not fit in. And many of us, we tried to, like, fit in into this world. Right, that's right, Devo, right. They would try to gang up on you. They would try to gang up on you, and again, like I said, they will verbally abuse you. They will manipulate you. They will gaslight you. You know what I'm saying? They will always question you. And it always seems like no matter what you do around these people, being a star child as a black sheep, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You can never satisfy them. You're doing bad, they talk bad about you. You're doing good, you talk bad about you. And so over the years, we tried and tried and tried, you know what I mean, to make them happy, try to make them satisfied. You know what I mean? To try to get them to understand the path that we are on. But what we had to, you know what I mean? But what I noticed was we had to understand, like, look, we don't, you know what I mean? We don't need to be around them. And like I tell them all the time, you don't got to explain yourself what path that you're on. If you are on that higher path of knowledge and spirituality and growth, you're going to have to cut ties with a lot of people. You're going to have to cut a lot of ties with a lot of people in order to, you know what I mean, to ascend on a higher level. And trust me, I know what it's like. You know what I mean? Being on this journey, being on this journey, being on this journey, you know what I mean? Like, coming up, like I said, we've always the ones been misunderstood. You know, we always, been misunderstood. We've always, you know what I mean? We've always noticed like it's something much more bigger out there. I consider us as truth seekers. We always had a lot of questions and we want a lot of answers. We question everything. We've always questioned everything about our existence on this planet, of this plane of existence. We've always questioned this world. We've always questioned religion. We've always questioned why the world the way it is. We question everything. You know, we've all, you know what I mean, we've always been the different ones, the original ones. We walk to the beat of our own drum. We know how to decipher movies. You know what I'm saying? Hey Fly Birdie, good to see you, sis. We always wanted to like to aspire to something great. And what I noticed about this journey, man, is the light that is what I noticed about this journey is that the light that is inside of us many times that we don't see, other people can see it that is inside of us. I remember, being around, friends and even family. I noticed like I would just, you know, um, I felt alone at times. I really felt cast out. I really felt at times like really was something wrong with me. I still wonder like, what is really wrong, And that's to really think something was wrong. I thought I was crazy. Like damn, I really can't fit in. It seemed like, they would tell me I always got to be around family, but every time I try to come around, they want to walk away, or they want to go downstairs, or they want to, you know what I mean? Talk to this person. And it was like I could never get the full respect. I just always felt like this cast out. Even when I've always, coming up as a star child, man, being the black sheep of the family, I just always felt like I don't belong. I still really question, like, do I really even belong here? I still really question what is, why am I so different? How come I can't fit in? Why come, you know, you know what I mean? I tried to fit in too much, and for a while I ran from myself because I was so different. Because I wanted to be like everybody else. I wanted to be accepted. I, what I mean? I was seeking that attention. You know what I mean? That, you know what I mean? Seeking that attention, seeking that, I'm seeking that attention from others. But I learned over the years, I don't need validation. I like being different. I accepted the fact that I am different. And, I really have accepted the fact that, I'm on a total different plane. I accepted the fact that I'm not like everybody else. I really accepted that fact that, I'm not a part of the matrix. I'm different. I accept that now. I really have accepted the fact that I am not a part of the matrix. I'm glad I have awakened to myself. And, you know, all right, how can I explain it? And I notice like how all of us as black sheeps, man, we are very spiritual people. We are very empathic people. Very empathic people. We are very spiritual people. We are cut from a different cloth. We have a different mindset. Even though we might be born into our families and stuff like that, but we don't necessarily have to be around them. Because I'm going to tell you this: in order for you to grow, you're going to have to break away from your toxic family members. And you're going to have to get around your soul family. You're going to have to get around other star children who are on your frequency and your vibration. Because I've noticed, like, being that black sheep, man, like, it was just, what I mean? It was just, how can I explain it? Just, what I mean? How can I explain it? All right, I'm trying to, all right, I'm trying to get it. Being, black sheep, at times, man, coming up as a star child, man, being, one of the star seeds, man, it can be very difficult. It can be very difficult at times, and we find a peace of mind by being alone. Many times we find a peace of mind by being creative and doing something. You know, yeah, at times this walk could be a lonely walk at times. It could be a very lonely walk at times, especially when you out there in the world. This walk at times it can be, you know, difficult. It can be lonely, but sometimes we need that loneliness. Be Not loneliness, but many times we go through those lonely periods, but we like our alone time because that is when we start to find who we really are. While you on your journey as a star child, you need that time to be alone. There are times when you're going to have to be a loner, which means that you need your alone time to think and understand. Right, I do understand that we are not alone as star children and being the black sheep, but you also need that alone time. Exactly, Asa, because it is a time to where we can grow and elevate and evolve. It is a growth time, and that is a time where you go into yourself. Exactly right. Yep, you get more work done when you're by yourself. That's when you start. That's when you start going into yourself and you start finding out more about yourself, about who you really are, about your gifts, about your talents, about the greatness that is in you. That's right. India Amari, India Amari. Yeah. He said, I realized the more we dig deeper. He said, I realized the more we dig deeper into an understanding of life, the more we become isolated because we know more than others. It's hard to relate to them. Yup, that's right. Yup. That's how a lot of us always have felt. The more that we went into a side of ourselves, you know, the more we became isolated. And many times the reason why we become isolated because we feel as though it's like we feel as though and we know as though that many people are not going to relate. Why? Because we know that most people are going to call us crazy, especially when we come with people with knowledge. Haven't you noticed when you started getting going on your path, gaining wisdom, knowledge, and understanding about self, the smaller your circle got, the more knowledgeable you become, the more awakened you become, the smaller your circle gonna get. Your circle gets smaller. The more knowledge you gain, your circle gets smaller. Because for the right, because for most of the time, most of the time, and for the most part, many people not gonna understand you anyway. Being the black sheep of your family, being the star child, we are not going to be understood by most. Yup. That's right, Rena Marie. Right. Yup. The circle got really small, but solid at the same time. Yup. That's right. And what I've noticed, yeah, man. And I got a question on right. Remember the time, once you started to like awaken to like more into who you really was, and once you broke the generational curse, and when you started to come to like with people with knowledge and stuff like that about, let's just say like a prime example, once you started gaining knowledge yourself, haven't you noticed when you started going around your family, they started calling you crazy, all because you don't celebrate holidays anymore, or you started coming to them with knowledge, they started calling you crazy? Hey, Yvonne, she, haven't you noticed that? I've noticed that. Hey, Amelia, I've noticed that. And but I definitely will say like ever since I definitely will say like ever since, you know, I really started gaining knowledge of self. That was when I noticed the journey got real lonely. Once you gain knowledge of self, the world gets lonely. But at the same time, that's when you start finding your inner peace. You find an inner peace. It's like being on this journey when you awaken to yourself. The work, you know what I mean? The times, but that is the, you know what I mean? But those are some of the greatest and best times when you start to learn about who you really are. It can be a lonely journey, but it can be a beautiful journey at the same time. And that's what I have noticed about, going on the journey, being the black sheep and stuff like that. It could be a very lonely journey, but it could be a beautiful journey. Why? Because the more I'm gonna say like the more you spend time to yourself, the more the more you spend time to yourself, the more, thank you, Brandon Forte. The more you spend time to yourself, the more you learn about yourself, and the much more deeper you start awakening to yourself. The more you start, the more you start going into your higher calling. You know, you start hearing that ringing in your ears. Your ears start ringing. You hear somebody calling your name. You might start having dreams. You might start astral projection. This journey is not for the weak. This journey is not everybody. But that is the beautiful journey about it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be different. Accept the fact that you are different. Accept the fact that you are highly intelligent. Accept the fact that you're not, accept the fact that you are on a higher calling. Star children are meant for higher calling. We were meant for higher calling. We were called upon something much more different than what people are trying to conform us to. We are not meant to be stuck where they are. And this and also the role of awakening yourself is also going to it's also going to come with a lot of self-love as well. That's why I say it is a great thing to take time to yourself on the journey. Take a walk to yourself. Sit at a park somewhere and just sit there and think about things. Go somewhere where you haven't been and just take that stroll and and just really get your thoughts together. Just take time to yourself. That's what I used to do all the time. I used to go to places all by myself and just sit there and just think. And that was when I started, that was when I started to come up, with all different types of great thoughts and ideas, and I started to figure things out. I started to learn about who I was. I'm still learning more and more every single day. But guess what? This journey, this journey, it gets better. And trust me, all of us on here have gone through that. Being misunderstood. People want to dismiss your feelings. They don't want to, embrace who you really are. They can accept the fact that you were on a higher calling, you were on a different path. They can accept the fact that you don't follow regular traditions anymore. You were total, you were a total different thinker now. They no longer can control you anymore. You know, you knew that you were different. You knew deep down inside there was something special about you. Even though sometimes we really couldn't see it, but others did. Other people see it. Have you noticed, like, when you go to when you work at a job, you can feel the tension from people. They see you as a threat, or wherever you go, you can feel the energy of people. They can see you as a threat. Yep. And what I've also learned about, what I've also learned about the journey is is I learned more and more, man, to stop explaining myself. I came up with that quote thinking to myself, when you are explaining yourself, you are draining yourself. When you become awakened to who you are, don't explain yourself to nobody. You don't owe them no explanation for who you are and what you want to become and who you really are deep down inside. Do not explain yourself. You don't owe them nothing. That's right. The world, don't conform to that. Be different. Be the different person. Be that highly intelligent, different person. You don't have to explain nothing. Why you want to do that now? Why you don't want to go to church no more? Why are you questioning me? It's what I want to do. You've known, and don't apologize. You know deep down inside that you were here, that it's like deep down inside, you know that you were here for higher calling. And that higher calling is not meant to conform to this world. You don't need to explain anything. on your higher calling. You don't need to explain yourself. Explaining yourself is draining yourself. The minute, the minute I stop explaining myself for being the person who I really want to become, it's a beautiful thing. You know, we don't need to explain ourselves to anybody. But guess what? The wing, let me slow down. You know what I mean? But guess what? The main voice you gotta hear is yourself. That inner voice. That inner voice. We got to learn on this journey to listen to the inner voice a lot more, including myself. Trust your gifts, your intuition. That's right. Explaining lowest vibration. That is exactly what I'm saying. Yup. Listen to the inside voice. That's right. That inside voice. That's why I say don't listen to others outside of yourself, especially if they're not on your frequency. Get around those who are on your frequency. People that are optimistic and realistic and not pessimistic and realistic. You want to be around people that are on a higher frequency. Why? Because it's going to be those of them around you. They're going to be realistic but optimistic, but they're coming from a very high intellectual level and a very high spiritual level. And listen to that inner voice. And like I said, man, like, we gotta stop. We're also on this journey. We gotta stop feeding. You know what I mean? We gotta stop feeding into the low vibrational bullshit and get away from low vibrational people. In order to ascend, and in order to go to higher greatness, you gotta get away from low vibrational beings. Cause all what they're going to do is drain you of your energy. They are going to be the ones that have you to explain yourself, and then you're draining yourself. Do not allow those of the right, do not allow low vibrational beings to drain you. Explaining yourself is draining yourself. They will spiritually attack you, verbally attack you in many different ways. Thank you, Melanin 100%. If you'd like to donate to the channel, Melanin 100% got the links in the description box. Exactly right, Get away from that negative energy while you're on the journey. Get away from negative energy. Get over, you know what I'm saying? Get around those of them who are also on your frequency, on your vibration. You want to be around people that's going to be encouraging you. You know what I'm saying? Because this journey, being the black sheep, it's it has been a long journey for those of us, to link up with to link up with the rest of us who are on that frequency and on their vibration. We got to stay elevated, the best way we can. Because the low vibrational being, the more that we around it, the more they're going to feed the bullshit into us anyway. We don't need to be around them. You need to be around high vibrational people. We need to be around high vibrational people. All of that stuff. People that's going to feed into you, not drain you. We need people, it's like we need to be around people that's going to speak life into you and not death into you. We don't need to be around people that's going to cast spells verbally with their words. Words, words can be like a sword. Words are powerful. Get away from the low vibrational beings. And the low vibrational beings, they're gonna be all over the place and all type, all types of people. Again, like I say, your family, friends of family, all of that stuff. I'm gonna read some of your comments. You want to be around high vibrational people and not allow them to drain you. Do not explain yourself. You want to go on that higher journey to who you really are? Get away from them. And you know what I mean? And stop loud, right? And don't allow these people to put you in bondage. Do not allow these people to put you in bondage to keep you down at the low vibration. That's why they gotta right. That's why they gotta have you explain yourself. The more you explain, the more you feel drained. And that is them draining what is inside of you. And what is that? That is that light that is inside of you. They want to put out your light. So they gotta find the, you know what I mean? So they gotta find the way to like drain that light. They gotta drain that, you know what I mean? Drain that light so you know what I mean? Drain that light so you can be filled with a lot of negative energy. And before you know it, the negative energy has overtaken you from you going into your higher purpose. And the higher purpose is a positive purpose. Words can kill. That's right. But I'm enjoying right, but I'm enjoying this journey. Right, I feel you, CV Boy 89. Every so-called family holiday was always filled right, always full of drama. That's right, yup. I feel you, set you. I feel you. That's right. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, the Cash App is cash.me/$BMouse8 and also PayPal at www.paypal.me/BMouse84. Oh my gosh, CDG, right. He said, I don't even see my family. He said, a bunch of Bible thumping narcissists. Woo! He ain't never lying. He Black Introvert TV, bruh. That's one of the truest statements I've ever heard. A bunch of Bible thumping narcissists. Most of the time, what I recognize being the black sheep as a star child, we going to be around, like CDG said, a bunch of Bible thumping narcissists. They a bunch of Bible thumping narcissists and a bunch of hypocrites. They are Bible thumping hypocritical narcissists. Exactly, Sean, they're right, but they never read the whole Bible. They just only read the damn scriptures that the pastor told them at the damn church. Ain't that a fact? Yeah, she's keeping it real. You ain't never lying, yup. A bunch of judgmental hypocrites. Yup. And dealing with a hell of a bunch, yup. Yup, they a bunch of Bible thumping, judgmental hypocrites and narcissists. I don't know why, third man. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. You ain't never lying. You ain't never lying. Yup, they stuck. Still praying to a white Jesus. They still stuck praying to a white Jesus. They haven't broke the generational curse. They have not broken the generational curse. Yep, the Bible told us. They will use the Bible. They will use the Bible to be narcissistic and very manipulative as well. Some of the biggest hypocritical Bible thumping Christians, they will use the Bible not to teach, but they will use the Bible to beat you upside your head. You ain't never lying. And a lot of the ones, they will use the Bible to justify their narcissistic behavior. Huh? Haven't you noticed that as well? They will use the Bible, they will use Christianity in the Bible to justify their narcissistic behavior. They will use the Bible in Christianity for their hypocrisy, or why they treat you as an outcast, or why they treat you the way how they treat you. Ain't that something? I've noticed that as well. Right, and they always the ones that can never be wrong. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I feel you. Highly favored. Yep, religious folks. What I also notice about being what I noticed what I've also noticed no, I've noticed about being on this journey, man. It's it's it can be very rewarding at times. Yep. I've also I found I felt my put it like this. Once I broke the generational curse of like coming into the knowledge of self and awaken to who I really am, I've um I've noticed like how can I explain it? I'm getting my thoughts together. So much that I want to say. Hey, Kaba El Ray, what's good for you? What I've learned about this journey, being on this spiritual journey, it's a very rewarding journey when you come across some knowledge of self and awaken to many things to this world that you never knew. It's just being. Hmm. What I've also learned about the journey is it's so much to learn on. The reason why I like this journey because it's so much that we can learn on. I've learned many things over the years, and I've learned so much over these years. I've learned, being a part of the chosen one, man. It's definitely a great thing because there's so much knowledge out there that is just, that is just like infinite. Being able to grow, elevate, and evolve. You know, of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It is one of the most great things that I'm so glad and grateful for. The journey at times can be lonely, but I'm very blessed and honored and grateful to be a part of it because it has taught me a lot of things. Even on this journey, even on this journey, of being part of the awakened ones. I remember times when I would read a lot of books and stuff like that. A matter of fact, you can say that the one book, yeah, man, you can say that one book. What I mean? The first book that I read that hey, what's up, Tree Elohim? The first book that I read that really woke me up. What I mean? That really woke me up on my journey was when I read the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's book, The Fall of America. That's what really woke me up. It was like I've always knew that I was different. I was very smart. But it was like once I read that book, that was when I really began to go on my journey. I was like, oh my gosh, what? And ever since from that journey, man, that was when I started like to going to like books and stuff like that. Watching lectures, listen to all different kinds of scholars and stuff like that. Once I going let me sort of once I've awakened to myself on this journey, it has been a very enlightening journey. This journey is really a path of enlightenment of yourself and going to your higher self. And it's going to be many different people that's not going to be in your life. a lot of people you're going to have to cut off in your life. You're going to have to separate yourself because there's going to be a lot of negative entities out there that are going to want to drain you of that energy and to pull what's out of you. They want to put what's out of you and to put what's out of you. It's that light that they see that many a times that we don't see. They don't have the light, so they got to project the negative onto you to put out that light. And what I've also noticed, what I've also learned about this journey, man, it's mm, it's going to be many people, man, that you're going to have to cut off. You're going to have them out of your life. That's real talk. They're going to have to be out of your life because everybody is not meant to be on this journey with us. Everybody is not meant to be on this journey with us. Everybody is not meant to come on this journey. Everybody is not built for this journey. Everybody is not meant, to finally awaken to themselves. That's right. Not everyone understands our journeys. They don't. Because it's like when you coming from a higher level, we got to understand star children are high level beings. Lower, the 2/3 of our people are lower vibrational beings. Most of the world are low vibrational beings. That's why I say it is important for us to get around one another because everybody is not going to understand it. And that's why I say you don't got to keep on explaining yourself while you're on the journey. They not going to understand, right? They don't understand and they won't understand because they really don't want to understand. They really don't want to understand you anyway. That's right, Kwazi Mutabi. Yup, to find the truth is a lonely path. Yup, but a journey well worth it. Yup. Everybody is not meant, And there's going to be a lot of energy vampires that are out there that are, that are going to come our way, that are going to be on, that's going to be walking on our path, that is going to try to knock you off your path. I noticed it, yeah, man. I noticed it when I was little, man. I noticed it when I was little, man. I said to myself, man, I'm like, I'm totally, thank you, Amelia, for the donation. I told myself, man, like I'm totally different from everybody else. And I had to accept that fact. And understand this though, man, like do not dumb yourself down for anybody. Don't let other people's opinions become your reality. Do not settle for less. We were not meant to be here to settle for less. We were not meant to be here to be on a lower level on lower level way of thinking and lower level vibration. We were not meant for none of that. Do not do that. Don't settle for less. Enjoy that greatness. That's right. We were chosen for this path. We signed up for this. We chose this path. And to have this channel for people to come on here to know that they're not alone. And I'm glad that all of us on here do not feel alone. Because we're not alone. Because look at us. We 130 deep in here. And I'm quite sure, hey, Sharonda the Shepherd, and I'm quite sure that all of us, hey, LaShaw Heyman, peace, sister. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a journey, man. This is a wonderful. Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, Guadana, you're right. To walk on a spiritual path, it is very difficult to get. It's so true. Unwitting the devil, nice, never mind, good. The journey, the journey every day. It can be very lonely, but the journey, of learning, you know, the journey of learning is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Thank you, I'm 100%. Yeah, I know, right? I've been losing weight. Yeah, once you get away from the negative, you become stronger of self. That's right. Yep. Yep. That's the reason I'm saying. So to sum it all up, man, you can say that to go onto a higher level, being the black sheep of the family, aka star children, the spiritual ones, you're going to have to get away from low vibrational beings. Get away from those low vibrational beings. And also accept the process. It's a process and accept the journey for what it is. You were built different. You were not meant to this world. You think different. You got to cut the strings. It's going to be a lot of people you're going to have to say bye to on this journey. So accept it and embrace it for what it is. And understand that you are different and understand that you are here for a higher calling and you were meant to do a higher purpose. You were not meant to be here on what they're doing. That's right. True Elohim, did you follow me back on Instagram? I think I might have saw your face. Got you. Hell yeah, yep. So yeah, fam, I just wanted to come to y'all for about an hour and stuff like that. Do this stream. Got you, bro. Yeah, cause I'm actually want to be finishing up articles. I really want to be pushing for like 8 videos, stuff like that. Yeah, man, cause I know y'all been dying to like have content. I just wanted to like, and also I started my new job this week. Started my new job. I'm back to working. I was out of work for 3 weeks and stuff like that, man. It was a little rough, but I had to keep the faith. But I'm glad that I had to start working. I know it may seem like jobs, but it was just like, things was just getting crazy. But I'm glad I'm back to working and stuff like that, man. And really back to like my articles. I've really been back to like, working on my album and stuff like that, man. And I finally found the music video director and stuff like that. So got a music video director now. Going to be doing stuff. So it's getting, yeah, man. So it's a lot of things that I'm doing, right now. But I'm definitely going to be like, yeah, yep, yeah. That's what I'm saying though. A Diva and Reverb, yep. It's I'm pushing this year, man. That's right. Yep. And I'm really, really glad so I can, keep my income coming in and stuff like that, man, and just, keep things moving. But I appreciate people for like donating to the channel and stuff like that, man. And I'm looking forward to like being up late tonight. I'm off on the weekends from work, Monday through Friday, off on the weekends. So you can say during the week time, you can say during the week, I plan to push like, maybe like 3 to 4 videos a day. But on the weekends, I plan to go hard to like, push for like 6 videos a day on the weekend, if not 8 videos. But I'm looking to be doing like 6 to 8 videos a day, if not 7. So, but I definitely want to be pushing out the content. I'm working on my first video, but matter of fact, my second video. I'm me making my second video. And but like I said, I appreciate y'all. Y'all gonna keep on donating to the channel. It's very appreciated. But I'm definitely gonna jump off in here for a little minute because I want to get these videos out there. Y'all, man, it's a lot of I gotta talk about. All right, so one love once again, fam. Y'all, peace out. All right, peace.